The market doesn't care about your plans. It doesn't wait for you to finish your analysis, your setup, your perfect strategy. The candles move, the numbers shift, and your heart begins to race. Traders spend years searching for the perfect strategy, believing it will be the key to success. But the truth, often buried beneath layers of charts and indicators, is far simpler and far harder to master. Discipline. Discipline beats strategy every time. Because a strategy is only as good as the person executing it, and without control, without self-restraint, even the most sophisticated system will crumble under the weight of emotion. Consider the trader who has studied for years, who has memorized every indicator, every pattern, every statistical edge. They enter a trade, their analysis impeccable. But when the price moves against them, just slightly, panic sets in. Fear whispers. Greed shouts. They exit too early, or worse, they hold on too long. The strategy promised certainty. Discipline delivered none. Across the world, this happens every single day. Profitable strategies fail. Novices with nothing but patience succeed. Discipline in trading is not about perfection. It's not about never making mistakes. Discipline is the ability to follow your plan in the face of uncertainty. It is the quiet voice that reminds you to respect risk. It is the muscle that grows stronger with every trade you manage properly, every emotion you keep in check. And here is the paradox. You can copy a billion-dollar hedge fund strategy, but if you cannot sit through losing trades without panic, if you cannot resist the temptation to chase profits, that strategy will destroy you. The greatest traders in history did not succeed because their charts were perfect. They succeeded because they mastered themselves. Jesse Livermore, Paul Tudor Jones, Staley Druckenmiller. Their edge was not an indicator. It was restraint, patience, consistency. They had learned the hard way that a brilliant strategy executed without discipline is just a recipe for ruin. Discipline is what allows a trader to sit quietly while the market does its work. It allows a trader to take small, boring profits consistently. It allows them to protect capital like it is sacred, because they know that survival is the first step to success. And yet discipline is lonely. It is quiet, it does not scream, it does not promise instant gratification. The market will test it constantly. You will be tempted by the thrill of the trade, by the fear of missing out, by the illusion that quick gains equal skill. But discipline demands you resist. It whispers, stay within your plan, protect your capital, respect the process. And over months, years, decades, this whisper grows into the roar of compounding success. So, how do you cultivate it? First, define your rules and write them down. Your entry criteria, your stop loss, your risk per trade, make them absolute. Second, measure everything. Track your trades, track your emotions, track your adherence to the rules. Knowledge alone is useless without reflection. Third, embrace losses. They are not failures. They are tuition for a lifetime of profitable decisions. A disciplined trader does not fear a loss. They fear a loss that violates their rules. Fourth, remove temptation. Turn off notifications. Reduce impulsive trading. Make decisions deliberate, not reactive. Imagine a trader, 22 years old, fresh out of school. They have no capital, no edge, but they have discipline. They follow the plan, they track the trades, they respect the process. A year later, small wins have stacked. 2 years later, those small wins compound. By year 5, they have built a life-changing account, not because they found a magical system, but because they respected the rules, because they executed with consistency, because they let discipline, and only discipline, guide their decisions. Meanwhile, the genius strategist who chased every signal, who overtraded, who let emotion control position sizing, they are gone. Burned out, frustrated, broken. Discipline is not easy. It is a quiet war waged within yourself every day, every trade. It asks you to ignore your impulses. It asks you to sit through boredom, to resist the lure of excitement, to control fear and greed. But in that quiet control lies freedom. Freedom from emotional ruin. Freedom to compound small, consistent gains. Freedom to survive the storms that destroy the undisciplined. Because trading is not a sprint. It is not a lottery. It is a long, patient journey. And the only travelers who arrive safely at the destination are those who respect the rules, not just the charts. Those who respect discipline more than strategy. Picture this. The market moves against you. Your trade is losing. The screens flash red. The temptation to abandon your plan, to chase, to panic is immense. But you breathe. You follow your rules. You stick to your stops. And as the market swings back, slowly, methodically, you see the reward of patience. You see the power of discipline. Discipline transforms chaos into clarity. It transforms fear into patience. It transforms strategy into results. And this is the ultimate truth. The best strategy in the world cannot save you if you cannot save yourself first. If you cannot control your impulses, if you cannot respect risk, if you cannot follow your rules, your edge is meaningless. So traders, remember this. The charts will teach you patterns. The news will teach you trends. Indicators will teach you probabilities. But only discipline will teach you how to survive and thrive. The journey is not about chasing the next big system, the next perfect trade. The journey is about mastery. Mastery of self. The journey is about patience, consistency, restraint. Discipline beats strategy every time, not because it's flashy, not because it guarantees instant wealth, but because it endures when everything else fails. And if you embrace it, truly embrace it, you will not only succeed in trading, you will gain a wisdom that reaches far beyond the charts, far beyond the screens, far beyond the fleeting highs and lows of the market. Because discipline is more than a trading tool. It is a way of life. The market moves. The candles change. Profits come and go, but the disciplined trader remains.